Hi again guys, and welcome to the second part of my VHS and DVD collection Halloween edition. Now, as we're still going through, so we're going to be doing the retail DVDs, and that's something to do with monsters. And we're going to start with this pile first, and it's Pixels. And don't worry viewers, now, because this one may be good for Halloween, because that's where all the video game monsters were actually turned into real monsters. Even Pac-Man just turned into a bad guy, which is a bit unusual. Spine, and see what I mean? That's Pac-Man as a monster. And the back. Oh, and there's Cupid on here. Oh, and this one's not a monster at all. He's a cute little fellow. Right, now I might as well just take off the spine. Oh, and I'm not going to bother to show you that again. And here is the disc for Pixels. And there's the keychain. That's Blinky, because that's a monster. Right, now we'll put them over to one side. And the next one is the Croods. That's with a big tiger and a few other prehistoric creatures, because that's turned into monsters. Spine and the back. Right, and I'm not going to bother to show you the same spinal back this time. And here's disc 1 for the main film of the Croods, and disc 2 for the bonus disc. And the next one is Space Jam, because the reason why I'm including this one, because they have monsters, you know, from little nerdlings to big monsters. Spine and the back, and see what I mean? That's a nerdling. And here's a disc for Space Jam. And moving on to the Simpsons Classics trilogy with Too Hot for TV, The Dark Secrets of the Simpsons, that's with aliens, and Bart Wars, The Simpsons Strike Back. Spine and the back, and see, it's got one episode called Treehouse of Horror 9, and there's the Springfield Files, which is something to do with green glowing aliens. That's all. Anyways, here's disc 1 for let's see what it says. Oh yeah, it's Bart Wars, The Simpsons Strikes Back. What's the other one? Oh yeah, The Dark Secrets of the Simpsons. And finally, Too Hot for TV. Right, moving on to Monsters University. That's after Monsters Inc., when I showed you that from last part ago. But this one is a prequel just before Monsters Inc. was released. Spine and the back, and it's got a animated short called The Blue Umbrella. And here's a disc for Monsters University. Right, and the next one is Igor, or Igor, as I would say. Spine and the back. And here's a disc for Igor. And the next one is Where the Wild Things Are. Because you see, the Wild Things is a monster. So yeah, I thought I might as well include that. To go with the other DVDs that's something to do with monsters and Halloween. Spine and the back. And here's a disc for Where the Wild Things Are. And the next one is Men in Black 2. Now you may remember the first one, which I showed you as the first part of the VHS collection. And see, there's one of the aliens. Well, even though they're agents. Spine and the back, and see, that's more aliens at the back. See, there's disc 1 and disc 2. And the next one is Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of a Were-Rabbit. Now that's perfect for Halloween, yeah, because there's a were-rabbit, and were-rabbits are big monsters. Spine and the back. Disc 1 for Cracking Film, and 2 for Smashing Extras. And the next one is Coraline, Spine and the back. And here's a disc for Coraline. And the next one is Monsters vs. Aliens. Yeah, very good for Halloween. Spine and the back. And here's a disc for Monsters vs. Aliens. And the next one, and here's something that you would have found on the DVD, and it will be perfect for Halloween. It's Fungus, the Bogeyman. That's based on the books by Raymond Briggs, starring Martin Clunes, the man who voiced on Men Behaving Badly, Spy, and The Back. And here's the disc for Bungus the Bogeyman. Right, and moving on to the next one. Oh, and I know I've already got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on the video already, but here's the DVD of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Spy, and The Back. Anyway, here's disc 1 for Ghostbusters and disc 2 for Ghostbusters 2. Right, and the next one is Hotel Transylvania 3-film collection, Spy, and The Back. And see, it's got 3 films like Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3. Right, now I might as well take it out. See, it's all the same. Anyway, here's disc 1 for Hotel Transylvania, number 2 and number 3. And the next one is Mr. Bean Halloween. Now that's the one I've already showed you about from last week. Yeah, I thought I might as well include that one. Spy, and The Back. Here's a disc for Halloween. Right, moving on to this pile now. And here's Walking with Beasts. The beasts are a bit like monsters in principle, yeah, except they're tigers and all sorts of other animals. Spy, and The Back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. And the next one is the original King Kong. Now, and I know that my mum's already got the original recording of this on her own videotape. Spy, and The Back. And here's the disc for King Kong, the original film from 1930s. Right, moving on to the Shrek films now, starting with Shrek, the first one when it all began. Spy, and The Back. And here's the disc for Shrek. Well, see you in a minute, viewers. Alright then, now let's continue with Shrek 2, Spy, and The Back. And here's the disc. Ah yeah, sorry if the disc was a bit loose though. It's just because that bit, however, is missing. That's alright. I don't mind. Wait until I swap it for a new case like this. And the next one is Shrek the Third. And Shrek is an ogre. Spy, and The Back. And here's the disc for Shrek the Third. Last Shrek film, and this is Shrek Forever After. Spy, and The Back. And here's a disc for Shrek Forever After, the final chapter. And the next one is a Shrek spin-off, which is called Puss in Boots. Well, I know that this one's not a Halloween film, but it's not really fair to leave that one behind. I thought I might as well include that. Spy, and The Back. And here's a disc for Puss in Boots. Right, and the next one is moving on to the Red Dwarf series. And here's Red Dwarf Series 1. Spy, and The Back. Oh, and I'm not too sure if Red Dwarf has got some monsters in it. Yeah, just like Doctor Who. But whatever it is, it's fine. Yeah, anyway, here's disc 1 and disc 2. Right, and the next one, it'll be the second series of Red Dwarf. Spy, and The Back. And here's disc 1 again, and disc 2. Alright viewers, well, I've managed to close up the case now. Hey, yeah, because the collector's booklet was getting a bit loose. That's alright, I've sorted that out now. That's the important thing. Right, and moving on to the third series of Red Dwarf, which is this. Spy, and The Back. Here's disc 1. At this time, it's not a clear disc this time. And disc 2. Well, right, moving on to the fourth series of Red Dwarf. Spy, and The Back. disc 1 and disc 2. Right, and the next one is the 5th series of Red Dwarf. Spine and the back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Last Red Dwarf DVD now, and this is the 6th series of it. Spine and the back. Here's disc 1 and disc 2 again. Right, 2 more DVDs now to show you, and this is Short Circuit, because that's a robot which is called Number 5, or Johnny 5, as people call him that. Spine with a Cinema Club logo on top, and the back. And here's the disc for Short Circuit. This one featured a VCI logo on the beginning of the disc. And same with this, Flight of a Navigator. That's something to do with those monsters coming alive a little bit. Spine and the back. And here's the disc for Flight of a Navigator. So there you go, viewers. That's pretty much all I can show you in the second part of my DVD collection. Right, and I will see you in the third and the final part, in which I get to show you the last of my DVD box set with a few CDs along the way. See you then. Bye for now.